And good morning. Today I am doing a reading and I have a lot of people asking, what's the experience like? So today I am recording this reading I'm doing with Cierra, and she has given me permission to allow other people to see this. So we're going to start. It's going to be a 5-card reading, but we're going to use, and I'll tell you, it was so funny because when I was setting up for this Cierra, the divine, the medicine woman deck, it's all about divine girly energy.
Yep.
Was just like screaming, choose me, choose me, choose me. And I'm like, I don't know where you are, because I've got like about 40 decks, not I'm exaggerating, sitting around here. So I had to like look around for it for a moment. But before we get into the reading, I always like to bless our space. And for whatever reason, I never have matches. I always have a lighter here. So probably because I know that Emily the cat likes to get up on my stuff and spill it all over the place. And she likes matchsticks. Yeah, we can't bead at home very often because she is very, and then also for you, my friend.
Thank you.
Metaphorically, but you get the vibe. And I always like to bless my hands and then the deck that we're going to use. Normally I let people choose the deck, but this deck was screaming, so I figured, well, it must have a message for us today.
Good.
So, all right. Did you have anything in particular that you wanted to look at?
Not really. I mean, I've just been working on personal growth and healthier eating. That's been my main focus lately. So, but nothing in particular that I can think of.
So personal growth and improving in health.
Yes.
And okay. All right. And of course they spill everywhere. Oh, all right. And okay, and give us one more card because we're doing this as a 5-card. It's just a shorter version. It kind of gives you an idea. And A, B. Come on, one more card. Okay, well, it looks like you got a 6-card. Sometimes benefits like that do happen. All right, and so I'm going to do 2 rows of 3. Okay. All right, so we're starting here with Spirit of Fire. And then I love this, your body's power.
Mm-hmm.
And the feminine cycle. And I'm laughing because I can't tell you the name of the band that sang it, but it's like from the late 60s, early 70s. And it's the song, The Season of the Witch. And it goes, it's the season of the witch. But what I'm getting on this very first row here with Spirit of Fire, and let me show that to you again. The Spirit of Fire is what I'm feeling is like something being ignited.
Yeah.
Kind of like, I don't know. It's like an old cliche or, epitaph of, getting a fire under your, excuse my French, a fire under your ass.
Yeah. To
get things moving. And this is about that fire coming up to get things moving. So it's being, like, the body's power is, and I'm getting about your body as a temple.
Yeah.
Love your temple.
Okay.
Respect your temple.
Yeah.
It's like after a hard winter, people will go in and start sprucing up their yard and, fixing the outside of their house. And then on the inside, we get all, spring cleaning, we want to rearrange and etc. And I'm getting a lot of that energy through here. It's like rearranging everything.
Yeah.
You know, from kitchen drawers to your boudoir.
Yep.
Everything's getting and I'm getting the word through here about the feminine cycle is being reevaluated.
Mm-hmm.
And what doesn't serve is being cast out. Not that it's trash, but it's no longer yours.
Yeah.
It's like going through the closet and those things don't fit me anymore. Bell bottoms are just not me, and those things, it's not that they're trash or bad or whatever. It's just, they're just not you anymore.
Yeah.
So you're, it's, like a lot of reorganization through there. Now, what's interesting is that this next line, this next three, kind of are your resistance. We've got the spirit of water, but it's upside down.
Yeah.
So a lot of this has to do with there are things in there that you're not quite ready to let go of. And it's in my head. It's like being in, you're going down one of those rapids in a canoe or a float thing, and it doesn't capsize quite so much, but it tilts off to the side and you're holding on to a tree limb with your hands, but you're digging your feet into this raft that's trying to go down this rapid, and you're not letting go of that tree branch. What's that tree branch? That tree branch is really significant because deep listening is upside down. And I'm going to say it like this. Your discernment has already told you.
Yeah.
Your discernment has already told you have some kind of connection with this tree limb, this metaphoric tree limb that you're still holding on to. And even though that raft is trying to go down that river, you're so ding dang resistant in letting that one tree limb go.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to say on this with the coyote totem and it's upside down, this is something you're not finding funny. You're not amused by it. It is wickedly, we see it as a tree limb and you see it as a thorn in your side.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got plenty of time and I feel like I need to add a couple more cards in there. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. This was supposed to be a 5-card read, but you all know me. 5 cards turn into 10 cards. 30 minutes turn into 45. But yeah.
But no, I mean, I can see all of those.
And I'm just like, okay, and what I'm laughing at, Cierra, and I'm not laughing at you, just to clarify, I'm laughing with you because in hindsight you'll laugh. That it's only one thing. Everything else you've pretty much started to relinquish, and say, okay, yeah, these bell bottoms don't work for me anymore. And that's okay. Even though they were ding dang cute, it's kind of like, no.
It's time to
I
move
laugh and I go, it makes our ankles look weird. I don't blame it on anything but my ankles. So, yeah.
So do you have like any, how do I go about like finding out what that one thing is? If I'm not 100% certain what that thing is that I'm holding on to, I mean, I have ideas of like little things here and there, but I don't have just like one huge thing that's been sticking out for me. just meditating on it and listening.
Okay. All right. So bear totem upside down.
Yeah.
Is about kind of going into a retreat per se and looking within, but you'll notice if you'll remember, it's upside down.
Yeah.
The circle of life plays right next to it. And what I'm getting on that, and I haven't hit the next card, but what I'm getting on that one is that it's one of those things that you kind of ignore or keep putting on a back burner, even though it's right there in front of you.
Yeah.
Now, when I look at this circle of life, what I got was completion, kind of like things coming to a surface. I believe that that's going to pop out at you.
Okay.
Or not so much pop out at you, but be right there in your face. Come on, girlfriend. Give us some insight. What's this tree limb that Cierra's holding onto? Okay, I knew it was gonna. Okay, personal power. Right over there is the card that popped up on the next one. And then mystery plays next to it. And I'm going to say it's something of what you consider to be and I'm going to use the word divine right. However, there needs to be a sense of compromise to it.
Yeah.
So that I'm getting so that you can be more synergistic with that other person.
Okay.
Okay. Does that give you any personal insight?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because what I'm getting in there is like you feel like you have and when I'm saying divine right, please don't take that in a negative way. It's kind of like this is my intrinsic right as a person, as a divine energy. This is my right. Why are you trying to change or modify what my right is? And this is about you finding a compromise to be more synergistic.
Yeah.
Sometimes looking at things through other people's eyes give us a different insight to what's happening.
Okay. That makes sense.
That makes sense?
Yep, that makes more sense.
Okay. Because I was kind of like, okay, you got to help me out here.
It's not just me, it's another person that I'm dealing with.
Yeah. And that's, yeah. And it's about what I'm picking up is like, you feel like you've got, an intrinsic divine right. Why are you trying to mess with my divine right?
Yeah.
And it's not so much that they're trying to be contra it or contraindicate for it. It's more about trying to find, I guess a good word for it would be a common ground.
Yeah. That makes total sense.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me from this reading?
No, not really. I feel like everything you said, I'm there. Yeah.
Okay.
It all
right.
lines up.
Awesome. As in when we had that, the circle of life, it'll come to, and when I say come to a head, it's not like a bad thing coming to a head.
Yeah.
It's just becoming more apparent.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that I'm not picking up that there's a lot of strife or, battering or anything to that effect. I feel like it's a very peaceful come together.
Yeah, that's what it feels like for me too.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you enjoyed this reading, and I am going to post it. Once it processes in the system,
Mhm.
it'll send me a link, and then I will send you the link, and you'll be able to look at that at any time that you would like to.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
You are so welcome, and thank you so much for volunteering for this today.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, have a great day.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you. There's that, and stop.